In the summer palace of Sultan Abu Sa'id in Sultaniya, every night the sounds of celebration and the most delightful tunes of Turkish music were heard. Sultan Abu Sa'id was a handsome young man with a romantic and passionate heart. Since he had ascended the throne at the age of 12, with the capable hands of Amir Chupan managing the affairs of the state, there was no need for him to spend his time on the governance of the kingdom. Amir Chupan, to keep the Sultan entertained, helped organize nightly gatherings. Thus, every night, the palace hall would be poetically and sensuously illuminated by the light of numerous candles housed in colorful glass covers. Beautiful Georgian, Caucasian, and Syrian maidens, with their enchanting and half-naked bodies, played harps, lutes, and various musical instruments with soft melodies. The Sultan would receive goblets of wine from crystal-bodied and silver-armed cupbearers. Delshad Khatun, the daughter of the Emir of Damascus and the granddaughter of Amir Chupan, would begin a seductive dance with her disheveled hair and captivating eyes. In this way, every night a heavenly scene would be prepared, where Sultan Abu Sa'id, far from the chaos of the world and the tumult of rulership, would indulge his desires until dawn. Naturally, the daytime was spent in the stupor of the previous night's revelries. Only a few trusted soldiers and close confidants of the Sultan occasionally witnessed these gatherings. No other man was allowed in, for Delshad Khatun was the Sultan's wife and beloved. Sultan Abu Sa'id worshipped this charming beauty with all his heart and soul. Indeed, Delshad Khatun, with her well-proportioned body, slender waist, and prominent breasts, would stir up a frenzy with her seductive movements in the dance. Her face, with its long and arched eyebrows, large black eyes with long and curved lashes, and slightly prominent rosy lips, was so enchanting and beautiful that it would captivate both the mystic and the common man alike. Especially when, with her bewitching movements of head and hand, she would toss her raven-black hair around her well-shaped shoulders, and neck, she would lay a trap for hearts. The only thing that troubled Sultan Abu Sa'id was that Delshad Khatun loved him to the point of worship and madness, and was unwilling to allow the Sultan even a glance of desire toward any other woman. If it ever happened that Sultan Abu Sa'id flirted with a maid, that maid would be severely punished by Delshad Khatun and expelled from the Sultan's gathering. The jealousy and love in the small heart of this beautiful woman had created such cruelty and spite that she was not afraid of committing any crime. The maidens who attended the Sultan's gatherings, though all beautiful, well-shaped, and talented, knew that Sultan Abu Sa'id belonged only to Delshad Khatun and dared not display the slightest charm in front of him. The leadership of these maidens, as well as the Sultan's assembly, was in the hands of Delshad Khatun, who tried every night to adorn the gathering in a novel and appealing way to keep the Sultan interested. When the festivity reached its peak, and the Sultan had drunk several goblets of wine, Delshad Khatun would enter the scene, dancing and clapping, showcasing her talents. With flirtatious glances that could slay lovers and coquettish movements that could incite disorder, she would approach the Sultan holding a special goblet of wine in her hand. She would place her lips on the rim of the goblet, and as her delicate bare arms wrapped around the Sultan's neck like a chain, she would fix her large black bewitching eyes on his. The intoxication of the wine would reach its zenith with a kiss from her ruby lip.